So I was up until 5:30, and then I woke up at 9 o'clock to do 2 more hours of practice before 11 o'clock, and then I met up with everyone at this practice room for the noon startup and whatnot. Practice's true purpose was to get to mentally align with mechanical rhythm and get it stuck in my head. That was the real ppurpose. But you know, that's what I did. Not necessarily that's what everyone would do in the first place. And then denied crotch cam. So, as I said before, I was pretty explicit with Roms. I was like, yo, make sure I really want to have crotch cam. It's going to help a lot in Yoshi's Island presentation and giving you a hype opening, which is what you want anyway. That's why you have me there in the first place. So I get there 30 minutes earlier than they tell me to. I'm there at 11 o'clock rather than 11:30, and I'm like, all right, yo, what's up, man? You guys need me for anything? You guys have the controller cam ready? And they both like gave me a dumb look, like they didn't know what I was talking about, and so they didn't have an overlay ready, and they couldn't get it ready in time. And I'm like, so that kind of sucked, because that would have really helped. But you know, it's all good though. It's I have golden on commentary, so I'm like, all right, you gave me what I really needed, not what I wanted, so I'm okay with that. I got the needs and versus the wants. Plus, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna be like, you know, I'm not doing it anymore, right? So, whatever. So that's all good though. That didn't happen, and I blame myself because I should have dick wrote everyone about that. I should have been like, I should have tagged Games Done Quick. I should have tagged everyone involved. And I should have made that. I should have been a diva queen about the controller cam if I really wanted it, because I knew that was gonna happen by being a little passive in that regard. Also, let's go over the couch too, right? So the thing about the couch is when the couch behind here, the second couch, that was the original couch, right? And it was pretty uncomfortable, but then they brought in this comfier couch, arguably, and they made this new system here. What I was told on day 0 was that there was going to be the couch, and then there's going to be like 8 chairs on the podium around the couch. And what you see here, though, I mean, I don't know if you can really see it that well here, but what you see, add here real quick. What you see here is, like, because it's the first run, it's kind of formal. All the chairs are very aligned and polite. None of them are actually moved. So because there were no chairs on the stage, no one else came on stage with us, which is not what I like. I'm all about the comfy. I want the squad there for any run I do, I would want to be of the squad for any run I'd be present to watch myself, right? By day 4 for the Sonic Advance run, we had like chairs all up on the podium, dude. So it was like, it was Kirby Master, Combo Blaze, MHC, me in a chair, Burton in a chair, 2 other chairs. Who the fuck was ever there? Dude, we had the whole squad for his run, which was pretty cool. But being the first run, though, you get the circumstance of having a more formal environment. It's always going to be the downfall to a degree. So denied crotch cam. Commentary spec before start. You may have noticed that I introduced myself, Crispy, and Tricks before I started, because I have to there is a lot to explain with Yoshi's Island in the basic gameplay ideas, as well as who we are, before we get into one of the hardest levels in the game, 1-1. Like, so much to explain. It's a very tricky thing to do, so that's why it was very important that I start by having a monologue before I even press the start button on the game. Alright, the reason why Golden is a base god, dude. Alright, check it out here. So here's what's important. Here was the big thing that was wrong with agdq 15, was that you see me right here, how I'm playing the game. Golden was at the same, he was like perpendicular to where the couch was, so I can see him. I can turn right and I'm looking right at him. He's like right there for me to look at and like just give body language communication to via eye contact or an off-camera hand gesture. You're like you start reading donations or whatever. You can work with each other on that end, right? But for agdq 15, the donation reader was totally behind you, and you couldn't hear him at all if you were the runner. So there was like this like constant confliction of like who's saying what and when to not step on each other's toes. And it was like really, really bad. However, I knew even if the audio was bad, like at agdq 15, that if Golden is on mic, me and him have a synergy, and he'll know when to talk, and he'll let me commentate, and we can breathe in a strong dynamic in that regard. And it worked great because dude, my run got in 35K from the start, so there was a very healthy beginning to SGDQ's pop off, which is really, really good. And if you were part of any of that, let me tell you, I'm very flattered if you were motivated by how serious I took commentary, or how I approached doing a run at a GDQ this time, because it was very, very different. And I'll get into a little bit later here. So, but the reason why Golden is so good, dude, is because we play off each other, dude. Even with everything thrown at us, dude. Audio issues until 1.4. No donations until almost World 3. It didn't matter because it was easy to play off them, like so good. And I'll get more into that as I get into this run. Don't worry. So, audio issues until 1.4. So people know that my beginning was really, really bad. In 1.1, I missed a flower and I got a bonus challenge like right away. It was really, really shitty, and I fucking hated it. I was like, honestly, I was really fucking aggravated that happened in the first place. But here was the problem: I'm in the chair, and this here is a little bit different. You're wearing a headset, and the audio guys come and they ask you, do you want game audio only? Do you want game audio and donation reader? Do you want game audio, your couch crew donation reader, all at the same time? Do you want no game audio? They were able to find, pick, and tune whatever you wanted to hear, which is really, really good. It's actually a step up in a big way. They had everything working before I started the run, and then I press start, and the run begins, and I start talking a shit ton, and then the game audio disappears entirely. And here's the thing about it, okay? I'm the opening run. I would be more inclined to be a little less formal if I was later in the marathon and be like, yo, fix the game audio. I'm gonna, because I really wanted to reset at that point, but you're the first run, so you're not really granted that luxury, right? Where you just be like, whatever. People messed up already though. So I'm the first run. I can't be the guy to be like, yo, let me get a reset real quick because you guys messed up or whatever. So I had to be I had to take the hit or whatever. So what happens here is the game starts. There's no game audio. I'm so busy talking about all the fucking shit about 1.1 in the intro cutscene that I can't even really. I don't know what to do about the game audio. So I was gonna bring it up when I get a chance, but it already affected me because I didn't hear the off-screen flower in 1.1 that I would have knew I missed if I could hear the game, but I didn't. Again, I'm also, remember here too, I'm heavily preoccupied because I am talking a shit ton of rehearsed commentary while playing a level that I already fuck up on the regular because the level is like really fucking hard. So I'm pretty much playing 1.1 on autopilot while talking a lot, which is really, really bad, so I didn't get to hear the flower whenever I hit it. Wasn't my fault though. Again, I played it cool. I figured it'll keep the marathon and keep the atmosphere less frigid if I don't bring up how the audio is bad. That's why you saw me just kind of be like, yeah, I'm sorry I missed that, yo. I can't really hear the game right now because the audio is kind of messed up, which was true. It affected me a lot. So it got fixed by 1.4. In fact, if you watch the YouTube bottom, I'll throw you a link here real quick. If you watch the YouTube video, you can hear the audio being. I'm really, really low in the beginning, so that was kind of a problem. Okay. Yo, what's up, Jeff? What's up, son? Okay. So yeah, the audio issues were pretty bad until 1.4, and we continue here. Donations were down until the end of World 2. So there was a point in the 1.5 auto-scroller, there's 3 auto-scrollers in the game, 1.5, 5.6, and 6.5. The one in 1.5 is my first time I let donations, I let Golden have complete control. I'm like, yo, you have 3 to 5 minutes, go crazy with donations, right? And he's like, oh, well, we don't have any right now because the donations aren't working just yet. So, and I'm like, So, you know, I could be like, oh, well, that's unfortunate, and then continue to, like, swag out hardcore and auto-scroller. But again, the priority of my run was to provide insightful commentary as a primary focus over just giving a good run where people aren't going to know what's happening anyway. But two, to negate the frigid, stiff atmosphere that the GDQ had in January. I found that to be a really, really important thing. Like, it's kind of like, it's me taking the sacrifice of my own run to be the unsung hero, because people don't notice when the atmosphere is not frigid. They notice it whenever it is shit. So I chose to, because again, I wanted to swag out really, really hard and just like, okay, here was the game plan. Golden talks the entire fucking time, and I swag the fuck out in 1.5 and go APM crazy. What actually happened, though, was I couldn't play with full focus because I had to, like, kind of listen to Golden do a non-standard, unexpected vocal thing during the 1.5 auto-scroller. So he was, like, plugging the marathon and Dr. Stop Borders, and I was, you know, and I would play off him. I'd be like, oh, dude, you know, I think you're cute, and, you know, Golden, I'm so happy you're here right now, man. I'm so happy to have my friends with me on the couch. You know, I kept it upbeat and positive, but even doing that improv at the situation was hurting my ability to swag during the 1.5 autoscroller. In case you're wondering, again, I chose to keep it. I chose to keep everything pretty, at the cost of my run being a little bit uglier to those who are, you know, way more oblivious than both me and you, the savvy speedrunners. So to give you an idea of the dynamic that I had going on there to improv and keep it positive at all costs. No big deal though. The huge mess up in 2-1, you may have seen. Let me see here. So I make a big mistake in 2-1. In short, I did a jump too soon, and the jump I do too soon causes a certain flower to despawn. And when it despawns, you're unable to reacquire it again because the rocks that spawn below it already are blocking it or whatever. I made that mistake due to talking. Again, it's tough because like yeah, sure, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk whenever there's like a big thing coming because I want to nail it. But for the GDQ run, it's a priority. Let me tell you, dude. Again, you fucking notice when there's no one talking. 45 seconds of no one talking is like painful. And remember, Golden still didn't have donations to work off of, so I'm sure he would have chimed in if he saw the opportunity to. But like, I was like, all right, I gotta keep talking, dude. I gotta find my comfort in that we have nothing to talk about other than like just me and these runs all fucking day. So right here, I'm currently talking, but the problem is right there. I jumped way too soon, and due to that, flower is nowhere to be found, and I can't get that flower anymore, so I have to kill myself. Bad. This run is so aggravating, dude. So that super sucked. So now I have to like explain. I have to go into panic mode and explain why I killed myself and explain what went wrong there. But I have to do it without Johnning. I can't. I want to bring up, yo, guys, I messed up because I was talking while doing the run. I may have brought that up like in a kinder way or not, but I really had to like keep it positive and be like, God fucking damn, dude, that fucking sucks. So, you know, that happened. And again, it's due to me talking. And in another one, too, another major mistake here. In 4-6, I go for the sweet spot up tongue to set up to despawn the shy guy to get the double dupe a second early. Long story short, I do an up tongue while there's way too many sprites on screen. The game lags out and it eats my input. And I ended up accidentally getting the red coin rather than doing the double dupe. So I fucked up and I was 2 coins short. So I had to kill myself and reset conditions again to try again. Again, that's another one, dude. That one I remember for sure. I was talking while doing a really hard trick because remember, I have to try to explain to the masses here what the fuck a double dupe is, and it's like. It's really hard to keep that vanilla and vague and not get into like the technical like Yoshi Island speedrunning savvy vocabulary. So the whole thing just fell apart there too, which is unfortunate. But again, it comes down to that I was talking. I wouldn't have messed it up if I wasn't talking, but talking makes it like really hard to do. And again, if you're mad, that I didn't have a good looking run in regards to 1-1, 1-4, 2-1, and 4-6. Okay, this is a run in the investment of me getting better at commentary in the future for future DDQ runs. I liked what I was doing here, and I will certainly get better at it now. Now that I know what to worry about, because like even areas I thought, okay, all right, to explain here, even areas that I thought I wouldn't bother commentating during, I was anyway. I didn't realize I was on that stage, like how incredibly dense the atmosphere gets when no one is talking. Like even just 30 seconds of no one talking, it's like time stops. Someone needs to talk about something, dude. Like keep the conversation going, keep that layered attention span healthy and fresh. You know what I mean? So like so I'm aware of that full on now. In future GDQ runs, I will have comment. I'll be prepared to talk the entire time rather than have to like fill in gaps and cost resource of focus that I would want to not fail otherwise, right? So I think, dude, like I pretty much there were a couple times I was like begging Crispy to like talk, and he was trying. Don't get me wrong, he was trying, but it was like he would finish explaining the thing he wanted to talk about quicker than I had time to talk myself, so I had to come back in and fill in some more. So it was just, we were all learning how to deal with it. And again, being the first run is really important. That atmosphere is key. Not even the run. As long as the atmosphere is good, everything else is going to be fine. So I knew that. I knew what my role was, but it was still a tough thing to do because it cost so much of what made the run more shit than it needed to be. 5-4 skip first try. Let me see here. Okay, we are at. Son, 5-4 skip first try. Okay, check it out, son. So even though the skip was sloppy, I butt my head against the thing right here. I wait, and I get that, and I lose a little bit more height. The reason why the 5-4 skip is so hype here is because you get the additional peril. Almost failing the skip, I would argue, adds theatrics to what's being seen here. Here's the thing about it, okay? Whenever you do the 5-4 skip perfect, like totally perfect, it is wow, really? That happened during the run? When you do it perfect, there's no relatability for a mass gamer to understand just how insanely difficult the skip actually is, right? But like whenever you dip a little bit lower, whenever things look a little less than safe, like it makes everyone like clinch up even harder. So it was pretty crazy, dude. So I feel like almost failing adds a dynamic here of entertainment for the casual to understand. Like they'll, even though me and you all now know this thing is not that hard because of like how once you learn all the rules to make it safe and whatnot. Fuck yeah, dude. Once you know all the ways to make it safe, it's not quite so bad, especially for the half skip. But having the theatrics present makes it much more relatable for everyone to check out and see. Not only that, but what was I gonna say about it? Not only that, but here's some trivia, okay? So originally I was gonna go for full skip, because I figured for sure Trix and Chris were gonna call me out and be like, "Oh, you gotta do full skip." And I was prepared. So I was already prepared to do like, all right, go for full skip once. If I fail it, then get half skip instead. But they both pushed me to do the half skip instead and get it first try because the casuals weren't going to understand what the full skip was anyway. So you can only show one on a first try basis. So it's like, do you show the full one and explain what the half one is? You show the half one and explain what the full one is, or you just do the half one, not even explain what the full one is altogether. So they convinced me to go for the half, get it on first try, and that's gonna look way more swag than going for the full, where people don't even know what the fuck the half one is anyway, right? So that was their call. And in retrospect, that was actually a really, really good idea because everyone freaked out whenever I got it right, and a good boss fight. What else here? Now, my mind whenever I was doing the 5-4 skip, okay, it's kind of surreal because, again, I was talking the entire time during 5-4, explaining and hyping up. You don't understand, okay, here's the crazy thing about it. It's one thing to do a hard trick when you know it's coming up. There's a whole nother layer of pressure and self-chokeability. I don't know what I'm looking for as a frame. I'm a little bit tired right now. There's another layer of like chokeability whenever like you have to hype up the trick you're about to do. Like, you want to explain it when it already happens, but then people don't know what to look for when it is happening. So you must explain the trick you're gonna do before you get to it, and then once you've created expectations and pressure upon yourself, not fail it. You now have the words of yourself describing how hard, how difficult, how many flutters is gonna take, and then you have to like still nail it. You're pretty much fucking yourself in the ass whenever you get to it. It's self-inflicted commentator's curse, and it's really hard to deal with at times. But so I was talking the entire level about how hard it is, and then I get to it, and it happens. I already had the thought that I was gonna fail. I actually thought I was gonna fail it already. Like, I thought for sure I was gonna fail it, and then it seemed a little surreal once things were going well. Yeah, dude, Carl gets you. When you describe it ahead of time, it's so much more difficult, dude. There was a mountain of pressure. So even though my 5-4 skip looked really sloppy, it's because I was commentating it before getting to it and then still having to do it. Like, it's fucking... It's, you know, you saw me get it in the run earlier today, hella free, because it's easy to me now or whatever, but like it's harder under those constraints. Yeah, chokeability. I'm making words up now. So 5-4 skip first try, dude. Swag. All right, and then gypped of a perfect Bowser fight. This one was kind of unfortunate. All right, so let's see here. So one thing I'm really proud of here, and if I recall correctly, currently to date, no one else is doing this but me. But like, okay, so you can get the perfect Bowser fight, and this is another big example of like I have to like explain it as I go. So I get shot 1, I get shot 2. That's a little bit high, and it misses. Okay, so shot 3 misses, shot 4 hits. At this point now, I'm at a really weird angle, and I think that misses, and it does hit. Oh wow. No, okay, that one. I'm bad, dude. Okay, so all right, I remember this now. Okay, all right. Alright, so even though my third shot missed, because here's the thing about it, when you do the perfect Bowser fight, your intention is to get shots 1, 2, 3, and 4 done, and at that point, 5, 6, and 7 are all like snipes where you just do like the same shot over and over again. And I missed the third shot, so typically you abandon going for a perfect Bowser fight, but here, this shot threw me off because it actually worked. And I went from missing a shot to, missing shot 3 and being on a regular Bowser fight to actually being back on track for a perfect Bowser fight. But I was oblivious to that, and I screwed it up, and I choked out hardcore. So I learned something new during the fight. I didn't know you can get back on perfect Bowser spec once you miss a shot, but evidently you can if you like luck out and get a really narrow window of egg firing, landing while Bowser's moving. Because understanding that Bowser moves different speeds prior to shot number 4 hitting, so it's like even harder to anticipate where he's going to be at based off of where he is and whatnot. So that fight was really, really shit, and I'm sorry about that. Let's see here though. So we're almost done going over what happens in the run here, but let's take a second here though. So when did I reveal? I want to go back here. Okay, so whenever I'm wearing another issue I have here is, remember, I'm the first run. Let's zoom in on me for a second here. I'm the first run of the marathon, and I have no idea. I have no idea what the camera looks like. You know, I think about agdq and all the previous one. This is easily the most zoomed out I've seen the camera this year so far. It definitely adds the audience to the thing, but I definitely thought I was more zoomed in. So nothing I was really worried about here, because I made sure I got a shirt with a really big thing on it if I was gonna wear a dank one, and I'm really happy you could see the Super Saiyan polyester button-up hardcore. Really, really good. I don't know what... I wish I can go back, because I don't know what the view count was the entire time. I don't know when we hit 100k viewers. I don't know what the reception was on the DBZ button-up shirt. I'm assuming it was pretty hype. But I'll be honest, I have no clue, though. Let me see here if I can... So this is something I'll have to review on my own here, but like, I kind of want to see real quick here, okay, what it looked like whenever I threw off the jacket. The shirt is godlike. Oh, thank you, thank you. So I press start. I unzip the jacket. Dude, I couldn't even take it off, dude. Look at dude, Yoshi, you have such a small amount of fucking time, dude. That's so aggravating. So I had to like wear it all dumb and half on until after the level. So that happens, and then I put the controller down. I pull the sleeves off. I take the jacket and I throw it. Ooh, I throw it on camera, son. That's what the fuck's up, dude. Dude, that theatrics, man. I love that shit. Swag. So yeah, dude, fucking Piccolo battle armor. It's off, dude. I'm full in there. I'm in the zone now, dude. No more holding back, son. Or am I? Cause then I reveal, you know, this shit's too fucking hot. I got a fucking better shit on. I'm gonna reveal my full power in a little bit. Son, that shit looks so fucking money, dude. I love it. I love it. So when does the tank top happen? Son, the bull stomp with the theatrics, so good. All right, so at this point is when the shirt donation gets met, and all right, dude, I can only imagine what chat was like whenever. Oh my god, dude. Oh, dude, so good. So good. Awesome, awesome. Dude, everything played out exactly how I wanted it to. So again, the purpose of the run was to have an upbeat attitude and be the icebreaker run. That way everything was hyped from then on out. Now we can move on to the next thing. So, per Bowser fight, 200 megabytes of Twitter while I was away. After run, aftermath. Dude, after the run was done, there was like a big standing ovation. I'm sure you guys saw here, I really went the selfless route. I wrote this one in my notes here too. I thought it was very, very important to address a big problem of the perspective of speedrunning currently, where like a lot of people who don't speedrun aren't aware that like there's too much emphasis on the world record when the world record's only worthwhile if the community is healthy. If you speedrun like a dead game or in an active game and you have like world record in like, I don't know, Beauty and the Beast for like PS1 or whatever, like doesn't mean anything because like there's no competition going on there. There's no advancement in the meta of how that game is being played currently. So like your world record means very, very little, right? In that regards of it being impressive. It's a technical feat of being the best one when you're the only one. Nothing more than that. So I thought it was really important to tackle the world record stigma and really push the unsung message that speedrunning is a collaborative effort and that it's a community. The true goal is to have fun and to push time down as possible as a team, not to be the best and remain the best and fuck everyone else. Like, it's not the purpose. So I made sure I wanted to plug Trihex because I see he was being a little shy, cutie to booty. So I made sure like I held out Trihex's hand like a champ and was like, yo, this guy is the world record holder, is #1, only 17, only 10 months in. But he didn't get there alone. He got there because he has the squad backing him up, dude. The Yoshi, Hyperzoot with the strats, Arnie with the task shit, Carl with the theory tasks, and Two Stop with the competitive factor. Me with the I'm bad at this game, but watch me anyway because I'll help get y'all more viewers or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, the whole dynamic has led to why you know Trihex now and why he's great at what he does. So, I'm hoping that was really good. I'm hoping that people liked what I did there at the ending with the monologue and really bringing up how world record has an overrated stigma and that the community is what makes speedrunning really, really great. I don't remember what else I said, but yeah, dude. Ultimately, I'm hoping he liked that. You guys liked that. All right. So after the run, I get off stage. There's a big standing ovation. The marathon's really hype. We raised $35K off top, which I'll be honest, I didn't know what that really meant. I don't know if that was like So I didn't know the comparison. Like I didn't know if like 35K for one run is like really, really good or really, really bad. I didn't really know. But I heard it was really, really good, and people donated a shit ton whenever the 5-4 skip first try happened. So that was really, really hype, dude. I'm very happy you guys liked the run. I'm hoping you guys were impressed with my commentary, and I will definitely continue to be inspired by the great Carl Sagan and keep the standard of Yoshi run commentaries really, really high.